Good morning, everybody. It is March 6, 2026. It's a Friday, 10 a.m. in the morning. If you guys noticed, we also last month on February 6th we did an unboxing of the Super 7 Thunder Tank toy version paint job that I got. So every month at the beginning we're going to do an unboxing, unless I don't know, we might not do one in June. The only reason why I say that is because the Masters Universe movie.
Yeah.
We'll probably do that the week later. I have a special treat for y'all this time. Have a little bit more. Got 5 figures in a vehicle to unbox. I've had these for a little while. Want to get these out so I can put them up and, you know. But this, all these figures are from Super 7. Now I do have some more in this series, but these are all the good guys that we have. So if you guys don't know,
Heroes.
yeah, the heroes. So it says, so it is Super 7. So if you guys go to the Super 7 site, you know, they might have these, they might not. I can also sit there and say is you can. They also have a payment system on this type of stuff if you qualify. That's how I've been able to get to a lot of these.
Helps build your credit.
Yeah, it does help build your credit. Now, like I said, some of these reappear after a while, but they'll go away. They'll say sold out, but they might get some more later on. That's how I got the 2 on the corners over there. So this is Silverhawks. Now, if you guys don't know, Silverhawks was a cartoon that was done by the same studio that did Thundercats. So the animation is very similar. It's actually set in the Thundercats universe. I think they were eventually going to do a crossover. I know they talked about it, but
This didn't happen.
yeah, it never happened. Unfortunately, Silverhawks only lasted 65 episodes and didn't get the hype as much as Thundercats did. But it still had the same great animation. A lot of the voices rolled over. The guy here at the bottom, who's in the that's Steelheart. In the bottom, that is Bluegrass, as voiced by the same guy who did Lino in the Thundercats cartoon. So right there, that's Bluegrass. If you guys don't know, yes, it's kind of upon the fact that he sounds like a little bit like a cowboy, has a guitar, has a cowboy hat. He piloted their main vehicle. His guitar was also his weapon, and his bird also. Like I said, this was very much of a gimmick of birds in space. To the left, you kind of see that's Quicksilver. As that gets right in the way, right there.
Of course.
I know. That's Quicksilver. He's the leader of the, well, field commander, I should say, because they're leaders at their base. And then, of course, you have over here, she's kind of, it kind of made it more purple in this one to differentiate between her and her brother. But in the cartoon, she had the same color as her brother. That is Steelheart right there. No, Steelheart's right there. Yeah, yeah. I'm pointing the camera at her. And then up here at the top, we've Dad. Yeah, just set it down. Don't touchy. Right there, kind of the big guy. You can point at him, Dad. That's Steel-Wheeled. That is Steelheart's twin brother. And over here to the left is Copper Kid from the planet Mime. Yes, Mime. Like they really mime. That character did not talk, kind of like whistle, did things with their throat, this like oh or wow. And at the bottom is the Space Racer, which was Copper Kid's little motorcycle. Space motorcycle. So, careful.
I'm not going to step on.
I will.
Be careful.
I will hurt you.
No, your mother will hurt me.
Alright, so with that said, everybody, we are going to unbox them. I can sit there and say this, the only difference between all of them is Copper Kid does not have the metallic finish that the other ones have. Now, I did find out there are like ones that don't have the metallic finish. I'll probably get those in the future. But right now, everyone, we're going to stop it here. We're going to unload them all. Then we're going to talk about them a little bit more. Like I said, now these are from Super 7. I don't know which ones they have right now on top of my head for sale. But, you know, these are the part of the Ultimates line. So Super 7 has different ones. You got the regular, like, reaction figures. But they also have the Ultimate line also. And these are a little more expensive. So with that said, we are going to turn it off real quick, and then we will
Start unboxing.
yes, start unboxing. Okay, everybody, we're back. If you guys notice, well, you guys don't notice, we actually a couple of days ago started this one, so now we're finishing it up because, you know, stuff got in the way. So we got all the Silverhawks figures pulled out. What I went ahead and did was I put on their helmets on, changed the heads out, and changed it to their wings with and the hands. I will pull out one of them so you guys can see. Now, something I did notice, Steelheart is the only one that has 3 heads out of it. So, and I know that it doesn't do it. Hold on, let me refocus. There we go. She's the only one that has 3 heads. Took her arms off. The arms do come off. Her right arm was a little hard to get on, to get it right. So,
Maybe it worked a little bit.
yeah. But other than that, you know, if you want to pull one of them up dead, I don't care. Yeah, there's Steelheart right there. Now, like I sit there and said, and I will focus in a little bit now on the camera. Hold on, let me just do all the adjustments I need to do. You see the glare, but that's coming because it's a chrome style finish on her. It's very lightweight, everybody, but like these, my personal opinion, I like the chrome look, but I almost want to get another one because I want to have one, because I don't want to keep changing those in and out and mess up the chrome. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, it does make sense.
I mean, you can talk about the figure, Dad. I mean,
What was the chrome was part of the so when they were in space.
right. They had like a metallic finish. Same thing with the original toys. The original toys had a chrome finish too, on them. Now there are people who do repair work like on the old toys, like they'll repaint them and everything and send them back to the person. There are people that do that now. That's pretty much become prevalent, you know, especially the past couple of years, especially with the cosplay community. A lot of people who do the cosplay community have done stuff like that and then start doing like small repair work on stuff like that. Because they do such the fine detail like on some of their cosplays. Hey, I can repaint up this toy that I had, you know.
They give them another side hustle.
Or even repair their old stuff.
Yeah.
Like I sit there and said, now the only difference that I noticed between this and the Copper Kid one, which the Copper Kid is not metallic, it's just a standard orange, plastic orange, no chrome, is that it had the booster little after effects. I know there's a Bluegrass that has just the plastic look, and I think there's a Quicksilver too. That also does. Yeah. Now, Bluegrass is the only unique one that he does not have wings. And that's because he, like I said in the originally, I'm trying to get a focus on it. There we go. Best that I can probably get right now. I don't know why I'm having problems focusing on Bluegrass. Okay, Dad, don't move for a second. There we go. Alright, now you can. He had a cowboy hat and had like a little scarf. He has his guitar, which he did play. He very much had a country style accent, but he also did rock and roll on his guitar. If you guys notice, if you look at his guitar, the end is a beak. No, yeah, that's what I said. The other bluegrass version has it where the wings can come out. His guitar was also his bird. So, and each of the Silverhawks had their own little helper bird that did something, you know, because they were introduced a couple episodes in. Because you had Tallyhawk, which was the main bird. If you ever saw the original opening, it starts off with Tallyhawk. So.
Well, this is a bird and a weapon, as well as a guitar.
Yeah, because he would play riffs like on the guitar. You see the musical notes, fire blasts and everything with it. There was actually a villain. It was a girl. I think that's the one that's on. Yeah, that's the one that's on its way, or it's here. I can't remember. She had green hair and she had a keyboard guitar, and that was like his little rival in it. Yeah, that's Steel Will's bird right there that you're holding. I can't remember the name of all the birds. I gotta look them back up. Here. And that little blue one, the blade one, that's Steelhearts. Now I remember that one kind of spun around and chopped things up. So, I actually did like Bluegrass's look. I mean, he was probably the most unique. I know he's got like a little mohawk on his when he doesn't have his hat on. You can take the hat off, and you see what I mean. See? Oh, let me get a little closer look of that. Bring it a little closer, Dad. Hold on, I'm trying to focus. Don't move. You can kind of see the mohawk right there. And when I haven't used the autofocus because the manual focus is messed up on the lens. So, yeah, that's the manual focus right there that messed up. So, but I'll refocus back on here in a second. You're not saying anything. I thought you were gonna.
Well, I don't have a whole lot to say. See, he had a mechanical arm and a regular arm.
I think, yeah, that was something that they did do. They had one mechanical, one real arm. I think that was partial to keep, so they could feel stuff. Because you know as well as I do that a person's sense of touch is not something they want to lose.
No.
So it was probably something to help them, probably keep them partially grounded with their humanity. They keep one arm that's still where they can feel. Yeah, Steel Will's bird was kind of big.
Yeah. There wasn't anything mechanical about him, was there?
Who? What, the birds?
Yeah.
The birds were all mechanical.
Oh, okay. More lifelike.
And they said, like, we showed Steelheart and Bluegrass, and that's the small one he's holding. That's Steelheart's bird. Steel Will's right there if you want to pick him up, Dad. Yeah, that's Steel Will. He is the biggest out of all of them. He was pretty much a lot like I said. I mean, come on. He's got the little football guard right there, right in front of his on his helmet. So he's pretty much was a linebacker. I can't remember if they did the whole thing where him and Steelheart had kind of that mental connection because they're twins. But he was not an idiot. Like, most common tropes with big characters, everybody, they're kind of the dumb ones and everything. He was not that trope. Everyone had something to bring to the team.
Everyone had a specialty.
Mm-hmm. Of course, there's Tallyhawk, which is Quicksilver's bird. Also kind of the pseudo mascot of the Silverhawks.
Yeah.
So, and then from there we have Quicksilver right there. Yeah, right in front of you.
I'm holding.
No, you're holding the steel wheel. That's Quicksilver.
So,
He's going to try to get him where he doesn't fall over.
yeah.
Now, each of the... Now I gotta move it. Of course, you know, you have... You can see how he's more of a silver chrome, whereas steel wheel's a blue chrome, so... I said the arms popped off very well. I expect the arms to actually be heavier with the wings, but they're actually fairly light.
That was amazing. That's the way they're balanced.
Yeah. So...
He's a pretty good sized dude too.
He's not as buff, he's more lean compared to Steel Wheel.
Gymnast type.
Yeah, well he was supposed to be one of the faster, well I think he was supposed to be faster. Steel Wheel was definitely the strongest. Steel Heart I think was the most agile, was one of the most agiles out of them. And then of course you had Copper Kid right here. Turn the vehicle this way a little bit. Yeah. Hey, you actually knew what I was talking about. So, like I said, I got Copper Kid with the bike. I have not done that yet. I did attach his bird on the back right there because there was no attachment for it. The bike itself, everybody, like, I'll go ahead and tell you how much it costs with the bike and Copper Kid was $250. But that bike, that vehicle is well...
Real rubber tires.
Real rubber tires. It is very well built. Might have to break it off here in a second because I'm going to do a quick cut, everybody, real quick, and then I'll come right back on. Sorry for that cut, everybody. The way the camera is set, it cuts every 13 minutes. So... this was something that was introduced in the cartoon, Copper Kid's bike. Pretty much you can put anybody on it. It's very, very versatile, very well built.
Jet engine.
Yeah, you got a jet engine. Of course, you know this is supposed to fly through space. Don't ask me why. You would really need wheels, but I guess if you're getting on a landing pad, you would need the wheels. Or if you're going into a space station or what is it? A planet. Now,
It's a three-wheeler.
yeah. Now, I will say this about the Copper Kid figure, everybody. It's the lightest out of all of them. It had a little extra accessories compared to, like, where at the end of their feet, they had, like, little thrusters in the cartoon. You could put little attachments, and he just moved it, so now I gotta follow him. You can put little attachments, kind of like with the blasters right there, like the little clear ones. I think it's kind of blue. And I think that comes with the non-chrome versions, which a lot of these toys like this, they have two color schemes. Like this, I think this is called the cartoon color, where the chrome is called the toy color, because the toys were chrome. A couple of the villains have like two releases too, like their coloring's different. Buzzsaw. He was like a robot. He threw buzzsaws, blades. They have two colors for him. He has like a yellow version and a green version. I think one of them was at the toy version. One of them was the cartoon version. I can't remember if I got buzzsaw or not.
I can't either. Been a while.
But he's also got these little discs on the side of his hips, which can come out. Where Dad's finger is. You can kind of pull them off. He had some other ones in the packaging where you could put it in his hand. He kind of threw them. They were kind of like Frisbees, but that was kind of like his thing that he did. He would jump around, throw the Frisbees out. They did have little shoulder blasters. I don't know why. And they kind of had to flex their muscle when they weren't flying to blast them, but they were meant to be when they're flying. They can shoot little lasers from their shoulder blades.
Those discs are very similar to like Tron.
I didn't think about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The original Tron discs.
Yeah. Original Tron.
So I don't know. So what do you think about these?
It's definitely different. You can see his booster on his boots.
Yeah. Well, no. Those are claws.
Oh, those are claws?
Those are like little talons.
Oh, yeah, they were. Of course, he got the big ears.
Yeah, I think that was part of his race, is that they were mimes, Planet of the Mimes. They had like big elf-like ears or Vulcan ears. Hold on, that's these. And about to sneeze again. I think. And like I said, he was very pale. His nose was kind of red. So he didn't really speak. He kind of made sounds. He whistled. Kind of like the way Bumblebee is in the first couple of Transformer movies, where he can't speak, so he has to do other methods to communicate. Same thing with Copper Kid. I'm sorry, I should have moved that, but thought I was about to sneeze again. And Bluegrass kind of took him under his wing in the cartoon. I know we're talking more about the cartoon also with this. Now, these figures, everybody, just like any other Super 7 figures, these are stuff like you can take pictures with, make up your own story. They're not really roughhouse type of toys.
No, you don't throw things across the room.
No, you don't. Yeah. So, that's just messing with him. He moves, Steelheart's wings around. And like I said, Steelheart's color is a little bit different, because it was more like a blue, like a dark blue. I don't think she's gonna stand Dad.
Probably not.
Steelwood's color is right. Her color was originally that. I think they did that for the Chrome version to make it probably more feminine,
Yeah.
or something, to make her stand out, which that's fine. Does not bother me. I do have some more Silverhawks. I have some villains. Everybody. I have another batch that'll come later this year. I'll do the villains together. I'll give you guys a preview of what we're gonna do. I do have. Oh, and there's 3 versions of this one.
We're going to do a Caesar.
So, hold it here, and then I will focus it, because probably the lighting is not there. If you guys don't know, the big bad of it is Monstar. I do have a Monstar toy. Give you guys a little hint. It is San Diego Comic-Con of Monstar 1. This is the 3rd release of it. They have a non-transformed version of him, which I can't find. And then he has 2 transformed versions. So I have the newest one, and that will be on one of our other ones in the future. So when you that's one we'll do in the future, because we'll do might do Mumra with him. Fun fact: do you know that the guy who voiced Monstar voiced Mumra also?
Yeah.
He got to do a little higher pitch with Monstar. Of course, everybody wanted a crossover between Thundercats and Silverhawks, just to see the difference between. Nothing against Monstar. He's a good mob boss, but he don't hold a candle to Mumra. Now, like I sit there and said, everybody, we're going to be doing these unboxings once a month. I do have some other ones that we're going to be doing. This thought it'd be something a little different, since I am a collector. Well, we are collectors.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of things going on. I don't know at the time of this recording how it is with the RAM situation, with gaming and computers and the AI stuff, because that is affecting the market value price. Entertainment wise, it's been at the time it's recording, only thing we really got going on is Avengers Doomsday stuff. Other than that, everything's been kind of hush-hush. There has been some people that have passed away here recently. Voice actors and... so...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The only... So... But... With that said, everybody, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out. If you guys get a chance, you can check out Super 7. Like I said, these toys are a little expensive, but they do have a payment plan where you can pay these if your credit's good. I know.
Build your credit up.
Yeah, builds my credit up. So that's how I was able to afford that Thunder Tank. I couldn't pass it up. All right.
Like making car payments.
All right. With that said, everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun. Be safe out there. We are out.